I grew up with my grandmother, and she was a storyteller, and so was my mother. She had stories of telling us about the places where she traveled. They're such good storytellers. You could see what they're talking about. And you don't get too many of those kind of storytellers anymore. And my grandmother was a storyteller as well, but her stories were like legends. Why certain things were done a certain way. There was a lot of, you can't do this at this time of the year, you can't do that at that. You shouldn't go out and make noise when in a clear night because the northern lights are out there. And she said, if you make loud noises, they're going to come down hunting for you. That kind of stuff. It sounds scary, but it was really amazing stuff. You know, you could almost see. Now, later on when we grew up and we got a little older, is that true? Do they really move that much? So we'd go out and whistle. For some reason, the sound seemed to wake up the northern lights, and they'd just be dancing. And you know, we stopped because they look like they're coming down. What she used to say, they're going to come down and cut your head off, and then they're going to go back up and they're going to play football with your head. And that's scary, you know, that kind of stories. But you know, I think that was told so you won't stay out late at night, because it wasn't safe when you're growing up in the Arctic, you know. There could be wolves around, there could be bears around, so you shouldn't be very good to play out till it gets dark when the northern lights come out. So there was always a reason why they tell certain stories, yeah. And I grew up with a few of those, so it was really good. In fact, we did what we were not supposed to do. We went out and played hide and seek. And I was maybe about 10, maybe, if I was that much. But the guys I played with, my older brothers and my older cousins, I didn't want to get left out. So we went out and played. They said, okay, you want to come out and play? Come out and play. And it was dark. So I was being brave and I went out with them. But anyhow, it was my turn to count, like, you know, got to count to a certain number, and then you look for them. And it was already dark, like kind of dusk. Anyway, I got to a point where I had one more person to find, and I couldn't find that person. I grew up in a house where there was a graveyard just really close in the distance. And I look towards there, and there's a pole where they have electrical hookup. Not a street light, just the electrical hookup for there. And so I looked towards that pole, and here was somebody hiding behind there. I could see them. And so I said, I was running towards the person there, because you have to tag them. So I was running there to tag them, and disappeared. I got so scared, I turned around, I ran back into the house, and I must have been pale because my grandmother asked me. She said, what's wrong? I said, I just finished playing hide and seek with them guys, and everybody was in the house. The ones that I'd been looking for were all inside the house. The one person that I thought that was behind the pole was in the house as well. So what did I see? Well, that's one of the warnings that, you know, your grandmothers tell you. That's so you don't play out late at night when it's dark. So that's how I grew up. Every now and then I tell my grandchildren things like that. They don't believe it, you know. But you know, they have so much time to watch TV now. There's a lot of things that are scary, you know. Nowadays, I think reality is a lot more scarier than what it used to be.